can see, I am right now in the back seat of a car. And you know what? I really do feel like playing a flight simulator to spend my time in here. I mean, I do have my laptop. This one, as you can see, can run X-Plane just fine, but what is missing are obviously the flight controls. I mean, yes, I can maybe transport around a Thrustmaster joystick or something. This one's relatively compact, it works okay. I've used it before in an A340 to play professional flight simming. But, you know, this is not very handy. It doesn't travel very well. Why don't they make a controller that you can use for flight simming? Like an Xbox controller? Now, I was not the only one with this very dream, because the company of Yawman have just released their solution for this. Their, as they call it, fully functional handheld cockpit. The Yawman Aero is the fusion of a traditional handheld gaming controller and the unique flight controls found on aircraft of all sizes. Packed with everything you need for the most advanced simulators, the Aero is designed to be with you wherever you want to fly. Yes, everybody, the Yawman Aero, which was released this week for $250. Definitely one of the more expensive flight simulator sticks you can buy. Well, not really anymore, because the product is now immediately sold out. As of right now, more is coming right now. This is the 15th of January. There will be more in stock.
Yes, it's available again. Yes, yeah, it's in stock.
But everybody, I have one! I have the brand new hyped product, the Yawman Aero. Here it comes in the cardboard box, very American, made in the United States. It's time that I review this mobile joystick. Come on, let's do it. Come on, moment of truth. All right, and here is the new controller that the whole world has been waiting for. Check this out. This is your new handheld cockpit indeed. And already from the start, it looks a little bit like it's from the 90s. It has the same color like some of those peripherals we all know. The first looking quality is quite sturdy though. This is quite a sturdy joystick. Nothing to worry about. We should of course test the flight sim capabilities. Now it seems quite capable. We've of course got the rudder here. Rudder surface here in the shoulder buttons, and we've got some more shoulder buttons. Those can be perhaps used maybe for braking. That would be quite a good idea for me. And of course, you've got the obligatory joystick for the main flying itself. Then of course, a trim wheel. That looks beautiful. Throttle and mixture controls, which you pull out and push in, just like in a real Cessna 172. This is like some view control, the hat switch. Got some more throttle. We've got dual throttle controls for flying an airliner, and like 6 buttons right here with which you can do whatever you'd want. And in the back, it says made in the United States of America. You know what? This is actually quite great. Now, let me just be clear from the start. They sent me this unit for free as a test unit so that I can try out the new Yawman. But, you know, this is not a sponsored video or anything. I'm going to be very honest about what's to come. And I've already been. Honestly, if this were to be in like a black color, this would be great. It's not even the quality that's bad, but I just don't like this beige. Very retro. Something that is very contemporary is the USB-C, which you get a cable for as well. Check this out, it's got a USB-C port, and that is actually quite good. This also, of course, enhances the portability of this thing. You can take this whatever you want. You have a USB-C cable in your backpack. That's all you need. There we go. Now also you get some stickers. But who cares about stickers? Good. Now a joystick should always be plug and play. So let's plug it in. Aha, and it does play. Let's open joystick collaboration. And as you can see, for example, in X-Plane, the Yawman is already fully supported and added in. That's really cool here. You can see the prop. Beautiful. In this configuration, the flaps are right here. This is the views here, tower views. That's actually quite nice. All right, I don't hate this at all. You've got more than enough buttons to have a full cockpit. And so everybody, we shall try this out. This is the hat switch, which obviously works as well. Very good. Now let's maybe go ahead and yes, give some throttle here. We can open and clear. Yes, check out that beautiful mixture. Looks great. We can now give in full power. Now in order to unleash this airplane, we have to press down the joystick button. There we go. Look at that. And yes, of course, this is a Cessna, so we have to give in some right rudder due to that single engine of ours. Perfect. And there we go, rolling down the runway of St. Bartholomew Island. It is soon time to take off. Beautiful, beautiful, just like that. That's what I like to see. All right. Well, what can I say? This airplane, actually, this is quite nice. Now, does this feel like actually pulling and pushing a yoke of a Cessna 172? Definitely not. I mean, this is, after all, just still a glorified Xbox controller. It's got a joystick. But what am I expecting here? This is a thing you hold in your hand and still does more than enough than you would need to fly around an airplane. Check this out. Trim reel work. Check this out. We can put the flaps down and up. And check this out. We have got yaw rudder controls that are connected. And this is actually, I think, one of the most important things. Next to also the throttle. This is something that an Xbox controller would never be able to give you. Now, of course, this Yawman should work very well also with airliners. There we go. Let's go full power in this A340. Obviously, it's not a normal A340. No, it is the A340 with G90 engines, which we can very nicely view around with this beautiful hat stick. All right, looking good. Let's go and release the brakes. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. And as you can tell, yes, the yaw works. Maybe it works a little bit too much. Of course, we're on board an A340 because this allows us to also try out and see if we can make a butter landing. And that is quite obligatory. There we go. We've now beautifully taken off. As this is still an Airbus plane, we won't need that trim wheel, but this is just fine and we can take off beautifully. And so we have on this beautiful A340. Yes, I think with joystick, it's always a very personal thing, you know, whether this thing works for you or not. For me, it works well. And, you know, the reason why I am personally interested in this flight controller is that I am often on the go, often doing videos somewhere in the Caribbean, but I still want to be able to post videos from wherever I am. Sometimes that's not really possible to bring a joystick with me wherever I go. And this is actually, for me, a really, really useful thing. Again, this is something incredibly personal, whether you find a use for this guy or not, but I really do. Now, something that I think we can all agree on is the fact that this thing will, of course, never be able to replace your regular flight controls. For example, it will never be able to replace my HOTAS joystick, but I don't think Yawman actually intended that with this product, and this looks like it'll be the worst landing ever. Maybe not even butter. Yes, this should rather be seen, or at least I see it as more of a addition to your regular flight controller, and that is especially for the price of $250. This thing is more expensive than most flight controllers. That is probably due to the economics of scale. This is still a small company who builds their stuff in the USA. I would imagine with some heavy machinery they have, maybe in their garage, probably more professional than that. And definitely a lot of money was put into this controller, and that money has to be remade by selling it for quite a bit of a hefty price. Maybe once this company grows and is able to sell more due to the economics of scale, we should be seeing maybe smaller prices. As of now, due to the exclusivity of this product, I think it's maybe a bit overpriced for what it is, but it is great, let me tell you. This landing wasn't very good, was it? In a subjective matter, for me, this thing is definitely very much Swiss Cessna 1 approved. I love it. Yeah, perfect. Let's take off now with an F-14. This is a very professional video. Now, if I can fly this plane with this controller, then you know it can be good. I mean, this has got better peripherals and controller than the submarine that imploded. Genuinely, I mean, this is great. Especially the rudder technology is what impresses me. This is very important. And that next to the throttle, once again, is what Xbox is missing. Beautiful. Or something like that. So I think I guess so much for watching this video, and also Yawman for sending me out this review unit despite them being sold out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Deram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.